Today, we'll be taking a look at your evaporator fan motor on the Samsung French door refrigerator. Be sure to visit ApplianceVideo.com, where you will find thousands of repair videos on the latest technology. And for a limited time, you can save big on an annual membership and take advantage of all of our premium benefits. ApplianceVideo.com. Do it right the first time. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. You will need the following tools to complete this repair. To begin, we've opened the fridge, and next we're going to need to take off all of the shelving here in order to access the back panel. So let's flip this one up. The back one here, just lift up, take it out. Let's do the same on these ones. We will take out the bottom drawers. Sometimes there's not a lot of space, just pull over to the side and pull it out. And then we'll do the other one so that we can remove the crisper glass here. Now when removing the crisper glass, this can be a little difficult. On the crisper right above the wheel here, you'll see a little plastic square. There's one on each side. And what you'll have to do is you'll have to press in on this plastic square on both sides and lift up on the glass at the same time to separate. It pushes in right here. You can pull out on the glass. Be careful so that it does not fall out, and then set it to the side. Next, we'll need to remove the evaporator cover. So to start, I want to pop off this plastic square here. It has a little triangle. You use a flat blade screwdriver on the bottom. Just pull this piece of plastic off. There we go. And that'll expose one of the screws. We have to remove these two screws to remove this bar, followed by these two screws on the bottom to remove the panel. Next, I'll use something to kind of pull out on this bar a little bit. Pry that off there so it can't fall. And then let's remove the other two screws on the bottom. We will start to pull off on the back panel, start on the bottom. Grab the other side and pull off. We will pull it down to expose the wiring in here. And remove your top Molex, followed by the other one. Pull out on your panel and set it to the side. Now that we have the cover removed and placed on a protected surface, we now have clear access to our evaporator fan motor. Now, of course, the main reason why you'd be replacing your evaporator fan motor is if the fresh food section is not cooling properly. At this point, you can do kind of visual inspection, see if there's any ice that's obstructing it. Maybe if you've left the door open, ice is built up around it, causing the fan not to move. But if it is not cooling right and your fan is not running correctly, chances are it's going to need to be replaced if there's nothing around it. So in order to replace it, we'll first have to take out the wiring from the little strain relievers here. It's a little tedious because the plastic's kind of stiff and the wiring's so small, so be careful. Take it out of that one. I'll start to take it one wire at a time out of the back one. There we go. Now, let's remove these 4 screws right here. I do not want you to remove the top. That's going to prevent any type of air leaks when it is reinstalled. So let's just remove these 4 screws. And then we're just going to lift up on here. And in order to take the fan out, you're going to have to push down on the assembly and push in. Start to guide it out and slide it out. Let's pull the wiring out, and then we can set the fan to the side. When installing your new fan, just go ahead and move the wiring out of the way. And what you'll want is your wiring here to be at this top corner. So let's slide it in first, and then let's bring our wiring up. And then, like I said, we'll slide in the bottom, push down after you get it past the mounting. There we go. And then you'll slide it in, and it'll pop in place there. We'll just go and start to push the wiring back in the strain relievers. Then reinstall our 4 screws. Do not use a ton of torque on here so you do not damage the back panel. Now we can reinstall the evaporator cover. When reinstalling your evaporator cover, first let's bring it in at an angle, and then let's reinstall the Molexes here. Then bring it in at an angle like this, tuck it in at the top, and start to pop the sides in. Press it against the wall and make sure it's secure. Let's reinstall the bar, bring it in the middle, and pop it in place. Now we can reinstall all of our screws. Let's pop this in the middle real fast. Reinstall our last 2 screws. Now we can reinstall the crispers and shelves. When installing your crisper glass, let's bring it in at an angle, get it past all of this. Then we're going to have to kind of line it up so it goes in on the bottom. You will slide it in on the back. It should slide in on both sides, directly in the center. Then bring it down and clip it into place. Now we can reinstall the bins. Now that we got the glass in, let's go ahead and reinstall the bins. Simply bring them in at an angle and slide them in. And obviously these can only go in one way because of the water filter. Let's install our shelves. When installing the shelves, they will go in on the left side and then just drop down on the right. They lay on the side over here, go inside the mounting bracket in the middle. Let's do the other side. You'll see that it only has the hooks on the right side to go in the middle. Bring it in. Let's do the top one here. Make sure it lays flat. Drop this one down. And this will complete our repair. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click the like and subscribe to our channel.